Hello and welcome back. The title and thumbnail is not clickbait. Honey has been scamming you for years, and we are going to get into it. I'm going to start with the 3 key takeaways. Oh yeah. Thanks to Megalag on YouTube, we have all of the details covering majority of the scam from Honey. However, due to some formatting, I'm just going to cover what I believe to be more important to the average viewer first. Not that the video was bad in any way. It was an amazing video, and it is especially important to get out there to content creators so that they can obviously recover and change things for their audiences, just to properly portray the kind of company that Honey is. As it's one of those companies that most big channels have had sponsorships from Honey, very obviously. Mr. Beast, Linus Tech Tips, all of that kind of thing. And Megalag covers that exceptionally well in his video. However, I just want to, first of all, cover some key takeaways for the consumers, because I believe that to the average viewer, there are some more important reasons to uninstall Honey ASAP, just to completely remove it from your browser. Not only have they been misleading you, but they are also monetarily invested in misleading you. They will not show you different coupons that are better for you based on what the seller is actually choosing to show you, basically, and they will prioritize Honey coupons instead of other coupons that have a higher value discount, for example. That was covered way later in the video, and I think is a much more pressing issue for customers, as like the whole point of Honey was that it was advertised as this never search for coupons again, right? You just kind of click search and it'll pick the best thing for you, right? And it's supposed to be like, oh, it's free, it's just good discounts. But what they're doing is they're making deals with the sellers of these platforms who are actively monetarily invested in showing you specific coupons, and then most of that extra discount just goes onto the back end of PayPal or Honey, right? And again, Megalag covers that exceptionally well in his video. If you want to see the full video, it will be linked in the description below. I wanted to break down some more of the pressing issues for the average viewer, in my opinion.
It's time we talk about how Honey used these influencers to sell you a complete lie. How they sold you a product that was doing the opposite of what they promised. You see, as I was testing Honey across different stores, I was encountering a reoccurring issue. When I reached the checkout page, Honey would claim it couldn't find me any coupon codes. Yet when I searched manually, I found working codes with ease. And even when Honey did find me a code, I was often able to find another code of better value. Kind of strange, given their claim that,
well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Another oddity was that Honey would often only find me Honey branded coupon codes, such as Honey 5 or Honey 10. Why would a store only have Honey branded coupon codes? Kind of weird, right? But the biggest red flag was that when I tried submitting the better coupon codes I'd found, Honey wasn't adding them to their database.
That is something I actually missed upon first watch, and is even more egregious. That I guess we have a 4th key takeaway. But another key takeaway is the fact that they won't even add the better discounts that you manually find and try to add to their service to show to other users, right? That's what that's saying. That's when for example, you find a better deal and you say, oh, I found a better deal, send this to the Honey database to the other users that have the extension installed. It's just completely not adding that to the database or showing that to other users, which is more likely. It's probably already in the database and they have it specifically not being shown to users. And he does go over that as well.
So why not? Well, eventually I figured out what was going on. It turns out that one of the key benefits for stores partnering with Honey is that they are given full control over which coupon codes go live on the platform, if any at all. I discovered this while listening to a podcast produced by Honey, which appears to be aimed at attracting new businesses to joining their platform. In this podcast,
seems a bit counterintuitive now in hindsight, eh? Yeah, that the whole point of that podcast was to attract new business. And everybody's looking back at that, realizing the flaws in the business model and how it's not really as pro-consumer as we thought initially, and that they've been ripping you off for years. And a lot of the evidence from that is directly from their mouth on this podcast that's supposed to be like attracting business. Yeah.
An employee from the Australian clothing store, Princess Polly, discusses the benefits of partnering with Honey.
What would you say to any brand that is considered working with Honey but hasn't yet?
I would say missing out on converting customers. Like I said before, Gen Z is super discount savvy. You can't ignore the fact that they will hunt for like discount codes and they might find a better deal. With Honey, you can also control the discount code percentage, which means like they will potentially find a higher discount code on the internet. It literally lets you control like the customer journey, convert and control like the discount code percentage as well.
This is insane. She's basically saying Honey is great for businesses because it encourages users not to bother hunting for coupon codes, and it allows businesses to control which coupon codes are shared with consumers.
Now, I think my face cam was zoomed in that entire time, and if that's the case, part of this was unusable. So we are just going to use some of that for reactions, because I don't want to redo that because it's not genuine, but we are going to go back just to overlay the footage so it's a little bit better.
How they sold you a product that was doing the opposite of what they promised. You see, as I was testing Honey across different stores, I was encountering a reoccurring issue. When I reached the checkout page, Honey would claim it couldn't find me any coupon codes. Yet when I searched manually, I found working codes with these. And even when Honey did find me a code, I was often able to find another code of better value. Kind of strange, given their claim that,
Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Another oddity was that Honey would often only find me Honey branded coupon codes, such as Honey 5 or Honey 10. Why would a store only have Honey branded coupon codes? Kind of weird, right? But the biggest red flag was that when I tried submitting the better coupon codes I'd found, Honey wasn't adding them to their database. So why not? Well, eventually I figured out what was going on. It turns out that one of the key benefits for stores partnering with Honey is that they are given full control over which coupon codes go live on the platform, if any at all. I discovered this while listening to a podcast produced by Honey, which appears to be aimed at attracting new businesses to joining their platform.
Pausing this just to overlay my reaction from previously, because I don't know how else I'm going to do that. Moral of the story is, if you're hearing this, I'm stupid, and plan things better. Don't be like me.
In this podcast, an employee from the Australian clothing store, Princess Polly, discusses the benefits of partnering with Honey.
What would you say to any brand that is considered working with Honey but hasn't yet?
I would say missing out on converting customers. Like I said before, Gen Z is super discount savvy. You can't ignore the fact that they will hunt for like discount codes and they might find a better deal. With Honey, you can also control the discount code percentage, which means like they will potentially find a higher discount code on the internet. It literally lets you control like the customer journey, convert and control like the discount code percentage as well.
That is just, it goes without saying that is fucking insane. They're just objectively saying like, hey, come with Honey, where we pretend to customers that we're going to be the best way for you to get a discount, and then that way you have even more control over them not getting a better deal. So you're losing less profits with these like high incentive deals that are more for platforms to attract customers that maybe wouldn't have otherwise purchased. You don't want somebody that's already like checking out with the item to get that same discount code that's supposed to be like luring in somebody that otherwise wouldn't purchase your product, right? Those are supposed to be there for like, oh, somebody that's going to unsubscribe, or somebody that was never going to purchase because it was too expensive or something. You're getting somebody that you otherwise wouldn't with that discount, right? It's kind of like certain things like subscription services for media offering you a free trial or a free month or a discount or something when you go to unsubscribe, right? And they're not offering that discount to everybody. They're just offering it to you because making some money off of you is better than making no money off of you, right? So it's absolutely insane just to hear that this company that obviously it's founded and its public image was initially that, oh yeah, you're here just for the customers. And then what they're saying to all of their business partners is, hey, by the way, you want to use us because you can rip off your customers better. You can make them think that they're getting a better deal so that they don't look harder for the good discounts. It's like, it's just so manipulative and fucking weird, dude.
This is insane. She's basically saying Honey is great for businesses because it encourages users not to bother hunting for coupon codes. And it allows businesses to control which coupon codes are shared with consumers. Now, I was able to further verify this on Honey's website, specifically the FAQ page for partners, which clearly states, as a partner, you have control over the content hosted on the Honey platform.
They make it sound so like PR and like not deceptive at all. Like, oh, you have control over the content hosted. It's like, that's just telling you like, oh, you have direct control over what discount codes these customers see while they think that they're seeing the best deal, right? Like that. I know it's not technically illegal, but that is so scummy and just dirty.
So yes, even if Honey knows of a coupon code that offers say,
Or at least here, I don't think that's technically illegal, hiding discount codes and stuff. It's obviously manipulative and horrible, but I mean, I'm not familiar with the economic law around the world, so I guess if it is illegal in your country, leave it in the comments below. It'd be interesting to see.
20% off, but a partnering store tells them, hey, only share a 5% off coupon, then that's the only discount Honey will apply to your cart at the checkout page. I mean, holy shit. Honey wasn't finding you the best deals possible. They were intentionally withholding them from you for their own financial gain. This completely invalidates Honey's core value proposition.
I like his badass lamp he's got down there too. Like, I mean, I guess up there, but like oil lamp. I don't even know. It's probably still just electric, but it looks cool.
To consumers. For years, they sold you the lie that they would find you every working coupon code on the internet and apply the best one to your cart. But nope, complete and utter lie. They have literally been feeding you coupon codes that were approved by the partnered stores who were paying them. And can I just say, the double messaging here is hilarious. Because on one hand, Honey has appealed to consumers by promising to find the best deals possible. But on the other hand, they appeal to businesses claiming that Honey helps prevent consumers from finding the best deals.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I was talking about. That's just so manipulative and dirty. You're getting the best of both worlds. You're like, look, see, we have this massive user base because they all think we're being user friendly and awesome. And then to all of these companies, you're like, look, see, we have this massive user base you can exploit. It's just wild.
It's absurd. Now, when you think about it, this all makes complete sense. I mean, why would any online business pay Honey for sharing their highest value coupon codes with its 20 million users? That's not an appealing partnership whatsoever. So, to make a partnership more attractive, Honey told businesses, hey, if you partner with us and pay us an affiliate commission.
Obviously there's no evidence of this, but you know how much of like a punishment you have, like basically blackmail for all the companies that like don't make a partnership with you as well. Like, look, we have this massive user base of people, right? And if you do partner with us, you can exploit them by showing them like lower coupons, etc., and making them think they're finding a better deal. But if you don't go with us, we'll actually scour the internet and make sure that every single customer gets prompted to save as much money as possible, eating into your profit. It's just so scummy and manipulative, dude.
We'll let you control which discount codes are shared on our platform. And we'll tell our consumers we scoured the internet and found them the best deal possible. Everybody
That's really
wins.
the problem, right?
Just not the consumers or the influencers. With this discovery, I decided to do a thorough audit of Honey's advertising campaigns. And yikes, the ads, the sponsorships, everywhere you look, It's lie after lie. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up going down as one of the most aggressive.
And see, this is where it gets on the edge of actually being illegal, because obviously lying in your advertising is separate from just like manipulating people, I guess, like their decisions. That's obviously morally wrong, and it's just like pretty fucked up to see that this company, based on good PR, is just manipulating its user base for money. It's kind of predictable, but still. Seeing this though is where it crosses the line into like potentially actually illegal territory, and that's the fact that the promises that you make, especially if it's a direct promise in your advertising, you have to keep those promises to the best of your ability. You can't just be knowingly lying in your marketing. Like that's completely illegal, and you can, in multiple countries depending on where you're from, you can go into case law and see it'd be impossible to cite because of how many different countries you're potentially from. But in most modern countries, there's absolutely case law and precedent showing that you cannot just like openly fucking lie in your marketing, because that gets people to make decisions monetarily that they wouldn't otherwise, which is essentially fraud, right? And that's not looked at highly by any modern country. So
Shameless marketing scams of the century. Just look at this insane list of videos that were sponsored by Honey. According to my data, they sponsored almost 5,000 videos across roughly 1,000 different YouTube channels, racking up an unbelievable...
Oh no, wait. JonTron. Oh no. I did a thing. It's got like everybody. See, this is what I mean. Like, yeah, H3, Mr. Beast, every single Mr. Beast channel on Earth, basically. The game theorists, even. But this is what I mean. Like, this isn't some like tiny thing. Obviously, the creator scam aspect of it is hugely important. And if you are interested, I urge you to go down below into the description, where we talk, or not we talk, where I will link the video here from Megalag in the description below, just because he obviously did a fantastic job of organizing all of the creator scam elements and everything like that, and I don't want to just essentially go over the whole thing again. If you want to see that, go over to his channel. He did awesome. But what is interesting to me is just the fact that all of these creators essentially were being ripped off and ripping off their audiences. Like, I know they weren't directly doing it, but you're selling this product service rather as, oh, it's going to save you money, when really it's incentivizing hiding better discounts from you, so it's not saving you money. And then on the creator end, they seem like, oh, they're happy because they're getting a payment from it, but at the same time, if you're selling anything, and most of these creators have merch or affiliate links or something like that, especially like if you look at especially tech channels, right, like Linus Media Group, he always has affiliate links for different things that he's reviewing, and that's not a problem. But what is a problem is that if he's also advertising Honey is stealing his advertiser commission. Like that. So this is just horrible for everybody. This isn't just bad for consumers. This is also bad for the influencer. This is just horrible. This company is just terrible overall. And if you look at this list, it's not even just ripping off small creators either, which obviously is horrible, but it got away with ripping off everybody. And almost nobody noticed. If you go into the video, almost nobody noticed but Linus Media Group, which is kind of funny. And unfortunate that they were quiet about it. I still think that, obviously, the only thing that I think could have been done better there is that Linus probably should have been more public with why they stopped representing Honey, because I mean, it negatively affects all of the people that you represented it to, right? It's kind of like if you accidentally advertise something that ends up being a scam, even though, like, I mean, accidentally is kind of being very generous there, but if you do promote something that ends up being not too great down the line, you should always be like open about it. I'm not saying never make mistakes, but you should still come out and say, like, hey guys, this was a fucking horrible idea, or it was fine, now it's not. You guys should probably stop supporting them like for the future, right?
$7.8 billion views. It's crazy. So now that we have a clearer picture of how Honey operates, let's reflect on some of their claims.
Honey will find every working code on the internet, and
if that's true, they're hiding most of them.
apply the best one to your cart.
Lies.
If Honey can't find a discount code for you, then you can rest assured that there's not a single discount or promo code on the internet.
Yeah, that aged like milk. So this is where it's kind of verging on the side of like, I think that certain creators, especially depending on how many views you got on these videos, how like your outreach, right? Claims like that about a service that is not doing that and is actively doing the opposite of that, you should probably publicly walk that back. I mean, especially with someone like Mr. Beast, I mean, you can get like a bit of an easy PR slam dunk there by just shitting on Honey and like coming out and saying that this was a terrible partnership, and remove the extension from your browser or whatever. And almost everybody who actually listened and downloaded Honey initially should probably see that, right? Like, I don't know how many people watch Mr. Beast videos, but they're still probably pretty fucking enormous, right? So
it's a free browser extension that automatically finds you the best promo codes for anything you purchase online. You literally don't spend money.
Honey searches the known internet for every promo code ever used.
I mean, H3 is obviously in some other controversies, but still, you should come out and say that like this is unforeseen problems, I guess, with the service. You're still ultimately promoting something that is predatory, right, in some way, or manipulative with consumers, right? And in my eyes, that's predatory, obviously. You're saying that, oh, hey, we're gonna find you the best fucking discounts, and then what you're actually doing is making deals with those companies to hide the best fucking discounts. It's just retarded. Even if you're not spending money on Honey, its whole goal there is it's being actively incentivized to hide discounts from you. And it's probably selling your user data.
Means you always get the best deals
If it's a free product, right? You are the product.
without even trying.
What Honey does is take money and they put it in your pocket.
If there is any way to say
Or it's got some upsell baked into it. That's another one. And some people are like, no, I'm not being stolen. They don't steal my data or whatever. It's like, okay, well then, if it is truly free, it's just to get your toes dipped into the water so that you actually pay for something else, right? And be like, oh no, it's totally free. But step 2 is $10,000.
money on your purchase, they'll find it.
Getting you the lowest prices possible at checkout.
You are always going to get the best deal no matter where you're shopping. Amazon, eBay, Best Buy, doesn't matter. Honey's got your butt covered.
Yeah, see, this is the problem with like the sensationalism, like, oh, the best ever. It's like, yeah, well, when it comes out that they are actively hiding the best deals from you, this looks pretty bad, you know?
If Honey can't find a code, you have the best deal.
Case in point.
It really puts into perspective just how shady this company is, doesn't it? Now, believe it or not, the Better Business Bureau...
Obviously, just to clarify, I don't think that all of these creators knowingly scammed you. I think that the main issue is Honey, which is why I focused on that with most of the video and with the thumbnail and title. I don't think that the creators mostly scammed you. I think the creators and the viewers both have been scammed by Honey, just to clarify, in case. I don't want anybody here thinking that I'm trying to say that, oh, Mr. Beast and all of them scammed you. However, making these types of claims and then finding out retroactively that they were not real, you should probably still come out and say, like, hey, fuck these guys, right?
launched an inquiry into Honey's advertising claims, but after Honey immediately discontinued the claims for, quote, business reasons, the BBB decided to drop the case. Honestly, at this point in my investigation, I thought I'd seen the worst of it. I thought I understood the full picture of Honey's shady business model. But here's the thing, what I haven't told you is that there were instances where Honey would actually work really well, finding me incredible discounts that seemed almost too good to be true. Now, it wasn't very often, but enough to confuse me. And there were even times when they weren't poaching affiliate commissions by claiming the credit for sales. These inconsistencies bugged me. It didn't add up with everything else I had discovered. It was clear I was missing something. Well, once I finally figured out what that was, I uncovered an even darker side to PayPal scam, one that targeted an entirely new victim.
We started having problems where customers would get in touch via our support saying, oh hey, I just tried to use this discount, this 60% off coupon, and it doesn't work.
60% off that you obviously are just giving out on Honey. Yeah, no, that I I'm not going to say any more. I think that you should hit the link below and check out the full part 1 from Megalag. He did a fantastic video, and he did a fantastic job on the video, rather. I think it was thoroughly entertaining and did a great job summing up the full controversy surrounding honey. And that is, well, I mean, there's part 2 and 3 to come, but so far at least, surrounding everything that you need to know as a consumer or as a content creator. Both have been scammed, and I was just in this video, I wanted to mainly focus on how you, as a viewer or as a purchaser using honey as a service, right? A purchaser of whatever garbage it is you're shopping for, right? But anyway, you as a honey service user, rather, I wanted to make sure that you got all of the information you need to know, and you can make a more educated decision on whether or not to use honey in the future. Full credit, though, to Megalag. His first part of his 3-part series has been fantastic and extremely well researched. So click the link below to see his channel and video. Bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed.